Okay, hey everybody, Ray here, and today we are with Matt Murphy, who is an expert at making a low country boil. I think that's what you call it?
That's what we call it.
All right,
Ray.
Matt, take us through the ingredients first.
Okay, well, Ray, obviously, most important ingredient is the shrimp.
Okay.
And the shrimp that we got today from a little shop up the street is cleaned, deveined, shelled, heads are off.
Okay, all right, it's all ready to go.
So it's ready to go.
How much?
This is 10 pounds,
10 pounds
for
right.
14 people.
Okay.
And that's 10 pounds of edible product.
Okay.
Normally we cook shrimp with the shell on, ideally with the heads on because you get some good flavor from them, but that means that about a third of the shrimp's not edible.
Okay.
So you would need more shrimp
All right.
to allow between a half and 3/4 pound per person.
Okay.
If they had shells on. These don't have the shells on, so
Ready to go.
It's
Those
a
are
nice
some
product.
big, good-looking shrimp.
Yeah, those are 15-count shrimp. Other than shrimp, the ingredients are mostly vegetables.
Okay.
So we'll cook sweet onions. These are Vidalia onions
All right.
that just go in this way.
You don't clean them off at all?
Nothing.
It's the whole onion. You don't even peel that little this off or anything? The whole thing goes in there? Okay.
Everything goes in. The only thing you clean off, if they do have stickers on them, you take the stickers
yeah,
off.
That makes sense.
But these came in a bag, so there's no stickers.
So you've got how many pound bags are these? 2 5-pound bags?
Yeah, well, I go by count. There's about a half dozen in the bag.
Okay.
So we're going to have 1 onion per person, plus or minus.
All right.
Okay, we also cook up potatoes.
Okay.
And these are, I think we've got a total of 10 pounds here, a couple of 5-pound bags.
Sort of small red potatoes?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and these go in whole.
All right.
Garlic, there are maybe 2 dozen heads of garlic here.
Okay.
And again, they just go in whole.
Okay.
They cook up and then you squeeze the garlic out to eat it.
I like this, not much cleaning.
Not much cleaning, and the garlic you can squeeze out onto a potato is fabulous.
Okay.
Spices. We start with salt, just plain Morton salt.
Okay.
And you spice the water to taste like the sea.
All right.
So you make it taste like the Gulf of Mexico.
So you just keep putting the salt in there and tasting it. When it tastes like seawater, that's when you're about ready to go. Okay.
So that's the salt to make it taste like the ocean, and then we use Zatarain's shrimp oil, crab oil,
all right.
which is it comes in a bag, and this whole bag goes in the water.
Right. You don't dump
open
the spices out.
Nope.
This whole bag goes in there and it's perforated, and it allows all of the spice flavoring to come out into the water.
Absolutely right. And then we also use Zatarain's liquid crab oil.
And I've tasted that before. That is hot.
Extremely hot. It's a pepper sauce from Louisiana. So those are your basic spices.
And these are all done kind of to taste, right?
Everything is done to taste, starting with making the seawater taste right. You've got to turn the pot down here a little bit, just a second. And I don't know if you can feel the spice in the air coming out of that pot.
Yeah.
It really hits you. And then the protein, like I said, we have the shrimp that we're going to put in. Normally the shrimp goes in last. I'm going to cook these first.
Okay.
In a separate pot in separate water to avoid
just sort
crossover.
of flash cooking them.
1 minute.
Yep.
They'll cook in 1 minute. All I'm going to cook those with are lemons.
Okay.
The spice will come later.
So you got a whole bag of lemons here.
Yeah.
And we'll use that whole bag either for cooking in the water or for making the sauce.
That's correct.
Sauce.
We've got people making the cocktail sauce out of ketchup, horseradish, lemon, and Tabasco sauce, and Worcestershire.
So the only thing we're missing here is the sausage?
And the sausage will go in after the vegetables are cooked. This is fully cooked sausage.
All right.
It's like an Eckrich or a Hilshire Farm beef sausage, or we also got some andouille in here. So that'll go in at the end, and we'll add the shrimp, the cooked shrimp now, at the end. And what we'll do is we'll leave the cooked collection in the pot to pick up spice. It really picks up the spice at the end of the process.
All right.
So we've got different spice tastes here tonight. Some people don't like as much spice as others. So we'll maybe let all this soak for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
We'll pull it out, and in deference to those with shellfish allergies, we'll dump some veggies on the table for eating. And then we'll add the shrimp and let it soak another 10 or 15 minutes.
The shrimp will be boiled in a separate pot. For guys like me that have a shellfish allergy, it's boiled in a separate pot. It's set aside. You have a whole other pot that all of the other vegetables and everything will be boiled up in with the sausage and the spices. Then you can take that out for the shellfish allergy people like me, and then you start adding back the shrimp for everyone else. So this isn't a dish that it's for everybody. It's not necessarily for people who just love shrimp.
Absolutely, and it's, it's best to remember, no silverware. You're just dumping on plastic cloths on the table.
Okay.
And dig on in.
Well, we'll move forward. We'll start getting shots of you making all of the individual pieces and putting all the spices in, and we'll go from there. I can't wait till we dump it on the table for everybody to eat. That's the best part.
That'll come up in a little bit. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we will add corn. That's still up in the freezer.
Okay.
I'm trying something new.
You add the corn frozen.
I'm putting the corn in frozen to try to kill the boil.
Okay.
Because the name shrimp boil is kind of a misnomer. You never really boil anything. And certainly you don't boil the shrimp.
Right.
So we're going to use the corn to kill the boil, and a little bit of ice so we don't dilute the spice levels that are in the pot right now. Okay.
All right. Let's get cooking.
All right, we're going to do that.
All right. So Matt, you're right now you're putting in the lemon, and you're starting the salt to taste.
Lemon and a little bit of salt. This is going to be the shrimp pot. So once we get this one going good, we're going to cook the shrimp for literally 1 minute.
And then you just cut those lemon in half? Is that what you did?
Yeah, we cut the lemon in half, and then you...
Lemon down.
And then you give it a good squeeze.
Okay, all right.
And the dirt will be fine. It's just going to add to the flavor.
It's going to boil.
It's all part of the boil. So, and again, you want to taste like the Gulf. That's the goal.
Okay.
What we're going to do now is boil the shrimp real quickly for about a minute in water that just has lemons and salt in it.
So you had the lemons in there, Matt, and then you took all the lemons out before you put the shrimp in there.
That's right. We took the lemons out to use them in the other pot, and again, we didn't want to get cross-contamination.
Yeah, okay. So the lemons will be used again to flavor the water for all the vegetables and the sausage and so forth.
Correct.
All right, so you stir it in there. What do you call that paddle? A paddle?
It's a boil paddle, I guess.
Boil paddle. So you're kind of doing that by feel?
That's by feel. I'm going to go a little longer than a minute. Some of them...
That's some pretty big shrimp.
Some of them are big shrimp, and some of them still had a little frost in them when they went in. But I'm just going to go an extra 30 seconds or so.
So is this sort of like pre-cooking them, and then when you mix them back in with the vegetables, they'll finish cooking?
Yeah, something like that. This is... shrimp don't need to cook long, ever. Okay. Always kind of dump it in there. And then we're just going to keep them in the cooler to keep them warm.
Just keeping them warm. All right, so in go the onions.
In go the onions, and now that I'm looking at them, this isn't the biggest pot, so I'll probably just do a bag and a couple so we have room to get everything in here at the end. So that's the onions, and we'll got a timer going. I'll probably give these about 10 minutes.
10 minutes on the onions, and then we'll start
And then I'll start adding garlic, potatoes, and the rest.
All right.
Okay, we're doing an onion check to see how they're coming along, and they're coming along fine. So we're going to add garlic. So we're going to put garlic in now. And again, we put these in sort of in the order of how long it takes them to cook.
Okay.
The onions are big, they're going to take the longest. And garlic take a little bit of time. And then next up we're going to put potatoes in I'll check them again. It's been 10 minutes. I'll check this in 5, 7, 8 minutes and see how the garlic's coming along. Then we'll add the next one.
It's all by touch. You're just squeezing the onion. You're kind of touch, sort of squeeze the garlic, and when it's starting to get soft, Okay.
That's right. And remember, you gotta undercook it because it's going to stay in warm water and keep cooking, even killing the boil. So yeah, and it's a function of the size. It's a function of how quick your pot comes back. So it's just a matter of squeeze and touch and taste.
5 to 7 minutes. We're ready for potatoes.
We'll be back in 5 to 7 minutes for potatoes.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Time to add potatoes.
You got some good assistance there, Matt.
Absolutely. Everyone gets to work on a shrimp boil.
One from the beach. There we go, one last one.
All right.
All right, good job.
Thank you, gentlemen. You're relieved from duty. And Ray, what we're trying to do is get the new stuff down on the bottom where it's hot. You can taste that spice coming up, can't you?
Yeah, you
Get the new stuff down and get it down where it's hot. So it's almost 19 minutes. We'll give those 6, 7, 8 minutes. Maybe I'll do one stir in the meantime, but we'll get those guys going, and we're getting near the end now. The vegetables are pretty well cooked. Again, we're just, we're poking everything to see how they feel, and they feel cooked. So what we're going to do, again, there's a little bit, this one is new for me. We're going to kill the boil, we're going to kill the fire. So we're killing the fire, and now we're going to add, hey John, there's frozen corn in that cooler. Would you pull that out? It's over on the left side. So we're going to put this frozen corn in to kill the boil.
Is that a new wrinkle?
There's a new wrinkle. I just learned it on YouTube the other day. So the idea is by using the frozen corn, we're not diluting the spices quite as much. I need a bigger pot. I need a bigger boat. And what we'll also do is put a little more spice in, a little more of the liquid spice. And let me sneak in one more of the packets. And then John, if we can kind of just sprinkle a little ice on the top, we'll try to get that mixed in to help kill the boil. A little more.
So at this point, why do you want to kill the boil, Matt?
Well, things are cooked. Things are cooked, and we want to get, this corn in. Now
You want to slow the cooking down, but you want it warm enough that it's still going to finish the corn.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well said.
So we got the boil killed. What's our next steps now?
Well, Ray, what we're doing now is we're letting all the veggies in the pot start soaking up spice. We're going to go about 10 minutes and get these a little bit spicy. Then we'll dump maybe half the basket on the table for the people that don't like too much spice. Then we'll add the sausage and the shrimp that we cooked earlier and let it sit another 10, 15 minutes, however long we want, to let those pick up more spice.
All right.
So the second batch will be spicier than the first. But we're trying to
by that time the sausage will be hot.
Absolutely. We're trying to accommodate everyone's taste level here. Right. So we'll be eating, some people will be eating in 15 minutes, the rest of us maybe in a half hour.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, Matt, what's next?
Okay, what we're going to do is add a little bit of sausage. We're still letting this steep a little bit. So, John, why don't you put in whatever you think's an appropriate amount. Oh, good. Yep. Oh, that's still a little warm. Mix things around a little bit. So we shut things down about 9 minutes ago. And what we'll do, let's give 3-4 minutes, let the sausage get hot, and then we'll, and there's spice. And we'll get the sausage down. It's still, this water's still warm, but not hot, so that'll warm things up. What we're gonna do, Ray, is we're gonna do a drain, and this is the slightly spicy stuff. So we're gonna drain this and serve some people. Then we're gonna add the shrimp and the sausage. And let it steep.
And this is where I will be eating because I don't want the shrimp.
This is where you're eating. John, would you mind manning the sticks? I'm gonna pick the basket up, and if you'd put them across the pot. Thank you. So we'll get all the water out of this for a few minutes. Hey, Megan, do you want to do the paddle? Would you like to do the paddle to...
Okay, ready?
All right, just the best part, Matt, right here.
Oh, yay!
It's going.
Oh, no!
No, we lost the potato. There's a crab shrimp.
All right.
Enjoy.
All right, hey everybody, I want to thank Matt for giving us the tutorial about how to do this, first of all, and second of all, for making a wonderful looking dinner. Thank you, Matt.
Hey! Thank you, Matt.
Can't find a better group of people I'd rather do it for. That's great. Hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
Dig in.
Cut. 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 Cut.